chop you down just to count your rings, just to count your rings, just to rings. Used to paint, hard to admit that I used to paint. Natural light on a human face, stenciled fire in his roommate's face. I'm missing a push and a pigment, book like a tattooed pigskin look. Pinhead kids in a minute, drank Kool-Aid from a tube of acrylic, and I grew up in a linseed oil ever linen. Joy to the poison, voice to the resin, capture a map of a gesture. Back up, add a little accurate fat to the figure. Redo that, move that inward. Zinc white lightning shoots from his fingers. Studios strewn with illusion and tinctures. Stay tuned for the spooky adventures. You can imagine the stars that align when a forearm starts foreshortening right, or a torso hung on a warping spine, and proportion reads as warm and
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is Madden 17 on EA Sports. As the season winds down, let's take a look at the playoff race in the AFC. Still a lot to play for between now and Wildcard Weekend, and as usual, seeding should wind up playing a major role in determining who goes on to the Super Bowl. It's the Browns going up against the Steelers. With that, let's get you out to Brandon Gotton and Charles Davis. They've got the call of this Week 9 matchup.
Right at the convergence of the Three Rivers on Art Rooney Drive, we welcome you to Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Tonight, it's a good Week 9 matchup here on a Monday night between the Cleveland Browns and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Now a carry for the former Michigan State man, Le'Veon Bell. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Offensive starters time. Electric is certainly a word that comes to mind when you talk about Le'Veon Bell.
Love the way that he reshaped his body coming out of college. A bigger, thicker runner while he was at Michigan State. Lost weight, became more of a whippet in the NFL, and now no one can tackle the guy, whether he's running it or catching it.
On the right side, caught by Green. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. And they'll go with a ground attack here. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Let's meet the offensive starters, and let's discuss Corey Coleman, first wide receiver drafted out of last year's class.
And there was a reason for that. When you watched his tape, when you watched his games, you saw his explosiveness.
He's got daylight. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Corey Grant, his 9th touchdown of the season, and the Browns have taken the early lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys a little bit jumpy.
But you do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went
and
3
now
and
they
out.
have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here.
All right, partner, despite my eating habits, I'm not big enough to play offensive tackle, nor am I quick enough. But with the defensive ends nowadays and their speed, those guys have to be able to punch and dance, and it's a tough, tough job to contain them.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
When you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
Here's a run with Peterson. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
Is really seen at the defensive end spot. These guys in the old days were often outside linebackers. They just pushed them forward because they wanted them to play fast and get to the quarterback or the running backs quicker than ever before.
Now Roethlisberger to throw. And this is caught by Martavis Bryant. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Simple slant route, and partner, really nice hard throw by the quarterback.
Nice timing between the quarterback and the receiver. They were perfectly in sync, and he put it right on him on the inside route.
Brown, the lone receiver, left.
Here we go.
Now Roethlisberger on first down. Over the middle here to Brown. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Give him 11 on the gain there. And the Steelers are going to have a first down. On first down, it's Roethlisberger. This will be caught by Brown. A gain of 6 there on first. On second down, it's Bell. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
On first and 10, it's Roethlisberger. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up second down. And now the starting defense for the Browns.
Bud Dupree came out of the University of Kentucky determined to let everyone know that they play football there as well as basketball. A terrific pass rusher off the edge.
So the incomplete pass brings up second down. A fake to Bell. Now it's Roethlisberger finding time. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. They've been moving the ball well offensively, really getting into a groove. Last play, pass completion. Now, finally, the defense gets there.
And you have to find a way to disrupt their rhythm. Do you do it with coverage, or do you do it with pressure? They elected to go with pressure, and it was the right call.
Now Ben on third and long. Trying here for Bryant, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Bud Dupree. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
Man, confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. A gain of 3, second down. And the starting defensive unit here for Pittsburgh.
Malcolm Smith may have entered the league without a lot of fanfare, but how about it culminating with an MVP award in the Super Bowl?
And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. They'll run it now out of the gun. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. Cameron Hayward in on the tackle. Back with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Browns with a football to begin quarter number 2. They'll come up on a 3rd and 4 here to start things out. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on 2nd down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He'll buy some time right. And he fires one that's intercepted. Oh, he's got some breathing room.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
After the interception, here's Roethlisberger. Out left side here to Bryant. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. On 2nd down, Roethlisberger. A screen to Bell. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Give him 5 on the screen play, and that'll set up a 3rd down. Short of the sticks after that completion, and now it's 3rd down for this offense. They'll come out in the pistol. Roethlisberger now to throw on 3rd down. Goes underneath for Bell. And he's got the 1st down as he gets it to the 8. 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a 1st and goal. So he makes the grab, and the chains move forward.
Nice job by the offensive line, giving them time to complete that 1st down pass.
Here's a direct snap to Bell. Now it's AP, Adrian Peterson. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
There's another example of why they haven't scored any points so far. I think it's time to abandon the run game, spread things out, and go to the air. It certainly can't be any worse than what they've done so far.
Again, we'll see the pistol here. And they still need 10 yards here to find pay dirt. It's 2nd and goal from the 10. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Another pistol look here. Now it's Roethlisberger. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Ladarius Green, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Steelers are an extra point away from taking the lead. And it's no good. He missed it. And the game remains tied. Oh, boy. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. And now the Browns offense trots back onto the field. They'll come up now in the Wildcat package.
Let's go!
And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
The defense won that play so fast that I think if the running back even had time to notice if anyone was there, it was just a blink of an eye, and there was a loss on the play.
Now this time he'll look to throw. He's got a man. It's Corey Coleman. And he takes this one just shy of midfield all the way to the 49.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
And he'll get it down here to the 43. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and that'll make it 2nd down. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
And now the passing game here in the second quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it now. The confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it. We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
And incomplete, he dropped it. Maybe a rookie mistake there. Second down.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had to fly, just sending the guy downfield with the in route accompanying it. What people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. Offense coming up, needing 2 yards on third down. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. On play action, they'll throw. Going for it all. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Their dangerous wide receiver. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Browns have taken the lead. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. Last time they were out, they scored. Still trailing here, though, so some work to do.
But it's okay in terms of mindset. Because they scored the last time, they're not quite as worried about being down on the scoreboard because now their confidence is a little bit higher. They feel like they got something going, and they feel like they can attack again and put more points on the board.
Are you scoreboard watching if you're the offense, or are you just focused on this drive?
We wouldn't be telling the truth if we said that they didn't scoreboard watch. Everyone does it to some extent, but you've got to set it aside right now and just focus on this series. That'll take care of this.
Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Evades the tackler, and now some space. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown. Short throw, pick six right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Back to the air, Roethlisberger after the pick six. Going for the deep ball. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect.
Well, I guess we just discovered that someone is certainly not going to sit back and just take it in this game, huh?
No, they were trying to get that touchdown back in one shot.
One shot, trying to help out his defense and let the other team know they were coming after him.
Now Roethlisberger. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
Hey, the defense is in this game as well. They wanted to make it a tough third down. They were able to do so on that last play, preventing a big gain.
He's going to go for a big play downfield. And incomplete. The contact made. Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively, and then just continued there with that incompletion.
Yeah, definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now because they've made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
This will be fielded at the 17. Might have been one man away from 6 points. As it stands, it's a huge return. And this offense is going to be set up with a 1st and 10 inside the 15. And a great spot to start this drive from here. They'll run it now out of the gun. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down.
Well, they held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop a jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
And not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone. Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. Gun. They'll look to throw. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Austin Hooper, his first touchdown on the year. And the Browns add on to their lead.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that could finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And he'll take it out of the side of the end zone, and they'll get it at the 25. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They'll throw on first down with Roethlisberger. He's going to air one out. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. And he's certainly not a guy that drops that football very often.
Indeed, because that's a bit of a surprise. I know he's in the middle of some traffic and people, bodies all around him, but he usually has the focus to haul that one in.
Here we go.
2nd and 10 now. It's Roethlisberger. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. He was trying to find Ladarius Green there as tight end. And now it's 3rd down. On 3rd down, Roethlisberger. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. So we come upon halftime, and it's the visiting Browns with the lead. As we'll send you down to Orlando, where Larry Ridley has our EA Sports halftime report. Larry? Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 yards with a new rule as he's taken down right at the 20-yard line. Here's the Browns offense now getting set to start off this 3rd quarter. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on.
It got his man complete. And now off to the races down the right side. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. A big play there. 79 yards. And the Browns add 6 to their lead. Now, these have been no picnic for him so far. He's missed 2, but this one is good. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Now been hit, and he lost the football. It's loose. And now the rookie's free. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return for a Browns TD. We know this defense has some playmakers. We saw it right there. Well, really, we've seen it the whole game.
Isn't it nice to see that on the opposite side of the ball? Respect, my man, respect. The defensive guys are outscoring their opposing offense.
Yeah, they're outscoring him indeed with that score alone. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And last year that would have been a net gain of 5 on the return. This year he stopped where he would have been if he had taken a knee. And that's at the 25. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. They come up with one running back. That's Bell. Now Roethlisberger. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Christian Kirksey able to use that strength and get him for a loss of 2. And quickly, they get to the line. On second down, Roethlisberger trying to lay one up deep. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
On any passes in the middle of the field, anyone who's going after the football is going to be conscious that it's probably going to be contested, and often physically. Sometimes that leads to drops.
From the gun on third down, it's Roethlisberger. Escaping the pressure right. And Big Ben intercepted a third time. A great read, and it's picked off. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you worked on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not get just.
Give him 7 on the play, and it'll bring up a second down. And there they went crossing route against the zone defense. What do you think of that?
Takes real coordination between the passer and the receiver, because you've got to read those zones and where the open spots are and be on the same page with the guy throwing the football. Because sometimes you're throwing it in front of the zone. Sometimes you're throwing it between the zones. Sometimes the receiver's going to just kind of find a spot and what we call sit down and present himself to the quarterback and throw it there. It's a tough read, but when they're in sync, it's really effective.
The play clock's running down. Now a play fake here on first down. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former Super Bowl, and I think the ball's out. And the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. They go back to the air here after the INT. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
And I have to admit, partner, that I've often thought that I don't like this rule. where the offensive player fumbles the ball, it goes out of bounds, and they get to keep it.
That's just because you're a defensive guy. That's why you don't like it.
Yeah, you're right. It is a slanted view, isn't it?
But this is where, for the offensive team, the sideline is their friend. Usually it's not their friend.
Yeah, exactly right. I actually played for a guy in college. You know what he used to name the sideline? Sammy. Sammy sideline, and use him well.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
It's been a struggle this entire game trying to move the ball on the ground. But every now and then you find a little chink in the armor, and that type of run right there lets them know that they can't stop every single run for almost no gain. Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Here's Roethlisberger, and it's caught over the middle by the tight end Green. 11 yards on the pickup, and it's good enough for a Pittsburgh first down. They're going to hurry back to the line now. They'll throw on first down with Roethlisberger. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. A great read, and it's picked off. And he's into the clear. The 20, 10. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown.
Partner, I know it's hard to believe, but sometimes guys who are built with the dimension of linebackers can actually get lost from sight by the quarterback.
But they're usually not the tallest guys.
So, yeah, that allows them sometimes to kind of hide down in there, kind of get a little bit lower, and maybe he just never saw him. But, boy, he sure wishes he had. He picked it off and ran it all the way back for a touchdown.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Steelers' offense now, they head back onto the field. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Now it's Roethlisberger. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness.
While an incomplete pass certainly doesn't look like a good play, for the guy throwing it today, as many interceptions he's thrown, he's got to feel a sigh of relief that the ball actually hit the ground and didn't go in the other direction.
So the D-line's going to spread out. On third down, Roethlisberger. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
Fielded just inside the 20. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
Time running out here on the play clock. They'll set up to throw. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Defensive end gets in there that time. They were in a 4-3. What's the responsibility of the ends versus the tackles there, Charles?
Well, most of the time when you talk about the ends, they're your pass rushers. They're the guys that you turn loose to try and get to the guy who's going to throw the football. The tackles, usually more of the run-stuffing variety. But the way this game is advanced, you're wanting a little bit of everything out of all of your guys. But let's just go ahead and break it down and make it simple. The guy who's a right defensive end versus a right-handed quarterback, that's the blind side. He's going after the quarterback. He's going to put him on the ground.
The Browns send out their punter now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the third. And this is a beauty as that ball's going to angle out at the 6-yard line. Out comes the Steeler offense now, ready to see what they can do here. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency. Move the ball at least a few times on offense. Get a couple of first downs.
In trouble, and the ball's out. It's in the end zone loose. And what else could go wrong at this point? This is going to be a defensive touchdown as they keep piling it on. We know this defense has some playmakers. We saw it right there. Well, really, we've seen it the whole game.
Isn't it nice to see that on the opposite side of the ball? Respect, my man, respect. The defensive guys are outscoring their opposing offense.
Yeah, they're outscoring him indeed with that score alone. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This is fielded a couple yards deep. Now the Steelers offense gets ready to get back onto the field. First throw now for the backup Kessler. To Shepard, complete over the middle. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. Back now in Pittsburgh. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. Fresh set of downs here. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Now Kessler on first down. And his throw is incomplete.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. Back to the air on second down. It's Kessler eluding the pressure right. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. We'll give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
And now it's Kessler. And this is Shepard on the catch. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line.
Everything about that play was beautiful. A great corner route where the receiver worked the defensive back inside and then broke back to the outside to the corner. But how about the throw by the quarterback? Anticipation on the break from inside to outside. He threw the football. As the receiver turned around, the ball greeted him.
Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Into the red zone now. It's Kessler. Forced out to his left.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Sterling Shepard, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Steelers are able to at least knock the deficit down a bit. Henry for the extra point. And oh, it's no good on the PAT, so they can't add on here. And our score is going to stay right where it is. Here's the Steelers' kick team as they'll boot this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll probably wish he reconsidered here. It'll cost him 10 yards now with a new rule as he's down at the 15-yard line. And now the Browns coming out on the field. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. See if they stay on the ground for second down. Play clock winding down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's going to wind up and air it out. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And they're going to need another score. Got one last time, but still down here.
When you're playing catch-up, every possession becomes crucial, doesn't it? It's vital. Get back out on the field, punch it in the end zone again. They know it's not easy, but what they do have going for them, they did score the last time. They think they've got a good formula working.
And what about the defense?
Well, now you're just saying to yourself, okay, give up a score last time. What adjustments do we need to make to slow them down now and get the ball back for our own offense? Is it more pressure? Is it more zone? What do they have to do? They're trying to figure that out themselves.
We'll see if they can figure that out right here. It's hauled in by Shepard. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. And they're going to speed things up here. On second down, here's Kessler. And now another turnover as this one's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is the only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities. Yeah, let me puff out my chest a little bit. Even though I'm not rooting for either team, that was a really nice defensive play. It's awfully fun to watch, even in an offensive game.
They'll need to get the play off quickly. They'll drop to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Cameron Hayward in there to bring him down for a loss of 7.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now as a quarterback, third and long, you really got to rush coming, and he's taken down. Stephon Tuitt in there to drop him, and back-to-back sacks now bring up 4th and long. The Browns send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He sets to fire deep. And that's caught inside the 35. It's a big play there for the Steelers. 48 yards. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. They go play action here on first down. And this is caught. And that right there will set him back a bit on the offensive holding penalty.
And you know who you want to pressure after a penalty like that? The guy who just committed the foul. You want to see if he's going to keep his head down, if he's going to get his head right back into the game. I'd send a blitz at him right away and see if he holds up.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Bud Dupree. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. They come into enemy territory, and I don't care what the matchup is in the National Football League. You're up like this late in the game on the road. This feels pretty good.
Oh, it feels fantastic. Anytime you get a road victory in the NFL, that's a big-time accomplishment, and to do it this convincingly, that just tears up the script that every home team has, which is nobody comes into our house and pushes us around. They took care of business today.
Yeah, they pushed around, and now the final stages of this one. That one looks like he'll throw here. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. A great read, and it's picked off. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest,
don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that.
And that's caught inside the 30. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. And even 40 yards. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. Second down and 10.
Hey, boys, got four. Here we go now.
Second and 10 now. Kessler once more. This will be caught at about the 3. A very solid gain of 27. And now they're in the hurry-up. Kessler to throw once more. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
You got to give some credit. They're able to hop up in the air and bat that one away. And that's frustrating for an offensive lineman because the only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and get some type of pop or a shot.
And this is caught for a touchdown. Now hold everything here. Flag in the backfield. This one might be coming back. So now 11 yards to go for this offensive unit. It's second down. Brown, the lone receiver left. To throw is Kessler. Flush to his right. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Trying to get it there to Martavis Bryant. Third down here.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball, and that resulted in an incompletion.
And he took the contact as he was throwing it, and the ball drops incomplete.
We just saw another example of really good defensive football, which has led to the cushion that they have in this game. Got to him once again, knocked him on the ground, forced an incompletion.
Yeah, they've set the tone. It's one thing to set the tone, another to come in here on the road and set the tone. Here we go. Kessler on fourth down. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And the Browns getting set to go. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now. They'll put someone back deep just in case.
Down the numbers. There he goes. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. A big play that time for Cleveland. 73 yards. Now a play fake here on first down. And this will be caught. Well, forget taking the knee. Some late gamesmanship here as they throw for a late touchdown.
There's no doubt in my mind.
And do you hear that? Do you hear the...
It's not scales, right? I don't hear scales. Do I actually hear a tune being warbled?
I think the fat lady's humming.
Yeah, she's doing more than humming. She's belting it out right now.
She's full bore.
Yeah, this thing is flat out finished.
Now the final act of this victory, the extra point. It's up and good, and they add one more to what will wind up a fairly lopsided victory. So we had action to the very end of this one, the score on the final play that they didn't need to have. They didn't just run out the clock, though. They added to their final total.
Played it all the way to the end, and, you know, some coaches preach that and tell their teams, that's what I want all the time, and they feel like if they don't do it themselves, they're not living up to the message that they're sending out.
So for the Browns, the win means they'll finish the first half at a respectable 5-3 record. And they'll return home next week to take on the Cincinnati Bengals. Meanwhile, for Pittsburgh, things are kind of getting ugly as they drop to 1-7 now on the year. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to Houston to take on the Texans. So that's a wrap. For Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. With that, we say good night from Pittsburgh.